Wild sexual practices in South Africa and the tragic reality of underage exposure on the streets. South Africa is often called the Rainbow Nation, a land of diversity, freedom, and modern African identity. But beneath the bright image sold to the world lies a disturbing contradiction, one that many South Africans themselves whisper about, but rarely confront openly. In cities like Johannesburg, Cape Town, Durban, and Pretoria, sexual freedom has gradually blurred into sexual recklessness, and in some corners, into outright moral collapse. What makes this crisis even more painful is that children, minors who should be protected, are increasingly caught in the middle of it, not behind closed doors, but on the streets, in parks, around transport hubs, and informal settlements. Over the past 2 decades, South Africa's rapid urbanization, combined with poverty, unemployment, and a weakened family structure, has created environments where boundaries are easily broken. In areas such as Hillbrow, Yeoville, Khayelitsha, Umlazi, and parts of Alexandra Township, street life exposes young people to adult behaviors far earlier than they should ever encounter. What starts as survival, hawking, begging, or sleeping rough, often turns into exploitation. Some minors are coerced, some manipulated, and others tragically normalize what they see daily. South Africa has one of the most liberal constitutions in the world when it comes to adult personal freedoms. While this was meant to correct past oppression, it also opened doors that society was not fully prepared to guard. Certain sexual subcultures, underground parties, and unregulated night scenes flourish openly in major cities. In places like inner-city Johannesburg and parts of Cape Town's nightlife districts, extreme behaviors are no longer hidden. When such environments exist alongside homelessness and child neglect, the result is predictable and devastating. Many underage children living on the streets are runaways from abusive homes, victims of broken marriages, or children orphaned by HIV/AIDS. Without adult protection, they become easy targets. Older street dwellers, gangs, and even adults with money exploit their vulnerability. Some children are introduced to adult sexual behavior before they even understand consent, health, or self-worth. This is not culture. This is not freedom. This is failure, systemic failure. What makes the situation more alarming is silence. Communities often look away. Passers-by pretend not to notice. Authorities are overwhelmed, under-resourced, or sometimes compromised. NGOs working in places like Durban Central and Cape Flats repeatedly report cases of minors being used, abused, and discarded. Yet convictions remain low compared to the scale of the problem. Shame, fear, and normalization keep victims quiet. It is important to say this clearly. This crisis is not about South African culture as a whole. Traditional African societies across the region place strong emphasis on age boundaries, communal responsibility, and protection of children. Elders were custodians of morality, and streets did not raise children. Families did. What we are seeing today is the erosion of those safeguards under modern pressure. Religion, which once played a stabilizing role, is now often absent from these spaces. Churches and mosques exist, but many street children are invisible to them. Government policies focus heavily on rights but struggle with enforcement and rehabilitation. Meanwhile, social media and global pornography culture spill into local realities, shaping young minds without guidance or restraint. The tragedy is not only the abuse itself, but the long-term damage it causes. Children exposed too early to sexual environments often struggle with trauma, addiction, violence, and broken relationships later in life. Many repeat the same cycle, not because they want to, but because it is the only life they know. South Africa's situation is a warning, not an exception. It shows what happens when economic inequality, moral silence, and unchecked freedom collide. The streets become classrooms, and the lessons they teach are brutal. This is not a story meant to shock. It is a call to reflect. Who is responsible for protecting children when families collapse? What happens when society becomes uncomfortable with discipline, but comfortable with neglect? And how long can a nation look away before the damage becomes irreversible? Afric Tribal does not tell these stories to shame, but to awaken. Because any society that fails its children is quietly destroying its future. Thanks for watching. Please do like and subscribe for more.